We'll skip the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 here between Pokebunny and CaliberLight. Going to be coming at you here in just a few moments. Actually, it's going on right now, and Wendy joining me on the line. We've got the remainder of this best of 3, man. And, dude, it's anybody's race. This is actually a fairly even matchup. I like the trading in game number 1, and I felt like in game 2, Caliber really took control and put himself in a great position because of his defense and then wouldn't let up from there. And that's how he took that game down there. But who do you think's going to be the winner here in the end?
Well, you know, after the last game, the way that Pokebunny's aggression kind of just fell flat on his face, and Caliber reacted appropriately. And given the first game, it's really hard to tell. It's definitely a coin flip for me. I couldn't pick one player over the other.
Right.
Given the map and it's Pokebunny's pick, I would say advantage to him. Obviously, he might have something planned for Ohana. Right. It's quite a good map for a few different things. Hellions, not that effect. Mech being one of them because of the way that is positioned. If you look at the natural, the Lamborghini and that natural, there's essentially 2 choke points that lead out into the center of the map.
Right. And
while your third is pretty wide open, any aggression that comes down through those 2 chokes and forces lings to be funneled through there can be quite difficult for the Zerg player to break out of. There's also, you look like this will be a Rax down on the low ground for Pokebunny. Is it going to be a double Rax again? And that's the question. Looks like it will. Well, no. It could just be a natural double Rax. There's a few options here. Here goes another SCV. This could be either to scout or for another Rax, and
wow,
we'll be 2 Rax again.
Now, Light doesn't have a scout out quite yet, so he may not be expecting this. I'm interested to see if he will get that scout in time, because at this point in game number 2, Caliber already had all of this figured out. He knew it was headed his way, and right now Pokebunny is catching him a little bit off guard thus far. Now, is it going to continue? Is it going to be enough in the end? I don't know. So, I mean, let's take a look at what Caliber has got going, and he does have his spawning pool down right now. It's about almost a quarter of the way complete, so he's going to have some lings out in fairly decent time. But here comes your scouting SCV, and this guy can get into position, start setting up that bunker very, very quickly. And you can actually wall off another Marine on this one as well. If you look at that ramp into the main, you can put your Marine in that little cubby hole there, and then go ahead and toss down that bunker. It's a really great way.
And that's actually what it was going for right there. Wanted to get it down. We'll probably bring another SCV over.
Well, you got to get the Marine into position first.
He doesn't know about the 2 Rax yet.
Right.
He has not seen the 2 Rax. That's actually huge.
Yeah, you can see him skirting around the back side of his opponent's natural. Doesn't see anything quite yet. Don't think he's even assuming it. Here comes the drone. Looks like we're going to see Harvester battles for a moment, but that SCV is too important to let die. He can't allow it. He'd be better off to lose a Marine here than to lose that SCV, but he did just now see the 2 Marines, so he knows that it's got to be a 2 Rax at this point, and here goes your bunker. Oh, this one's doing a lot better than game number 2.
Yeah, and this is the problem right here. There's 4 Marines out now. This will be able to deal with things quite quickly. However, you just pick off one SCV extremely quick that's building the bunker. Of course, it was down in pretty low health. And now the problem here is he's got to deal with that Spine Call. If that Spine Caller gets up, this gets way more difficult for the Terran. He's just not able to do the damage he needs to do. We'll get a good number of lings to go ahead and go first round. We'll try to back out, but cannot actually get surrounded, not doing the stutter step micro that needs to do. Pokebunny kind of just the aggression again falling on its face. And bunker will be canceled, and Pokebunny will have to fall back, and he's up to 600 minerals back at home.
Wow.
And there goes down the command center. And, trying to micro that's so hard, but in these situations, the best way to get out of this failed aggression is to go ahead and macro out of it, and not able to do so. Has more Marines rallied forward, needs to re-rally them back at home, because if these lings start to stream forward in large quantities, which they are not, there are drones coming up behind this, but still, this is just a few number of lings. This could be quite difficult for Pokebunny to deal with.
And a missed rally for Pokebunny.
Yeah, rally's still not fixed. Mick gotta go, he says, and go ahead and just gonna leave.
I agree. That is a good time to go. There is not much way of winning it. That was way too many lings made their way across the field. They could sit there and take out Marines as they popped out one at a time, and pulling SCVs at that point just kills the economy. Too bad. So GG indeed. CaliberLight taking down this match. He will continue in the winner's bracket. We'll be headed into another game here in just a few moments. Congratulations, Tim. We'll see you guys in just